Hello again and welcome to another Blobby Butler and DRS live stream of F123. We are in Hungary this week. We had a great race on Monday. This is the eXtreme Championship. We're back here today for short quali, followed by 50% race. And then join me later at 10 o'clock when I will be doing my best to race around Barcelona in week 1 of tier 4 of prospects, if the lobby doesn't kick me out as it did last week in pre-season at Imola, which was very annoying. We are live here on Twitch. It's Blobby_Butler. Do give us a follow. Also live on Dynamic Racing League UK very shortly. You can give them a subscribe on that channel as well as a follow, so please do. I'll have the chat open for both, so feel free to drop a comment, a prediction, a shout out, anything you like in chat within reason, and we will shout those out for you. 18 so far on the grid. Don't know if we've got any latecomers coming in. Let's see who's missing today. We've got 2 Hasses, 2 Alfa Tauris, 2 Alfa Romeos, 2 Mercedes, 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls, 2 Aston Martins. We only have 1 Williams and we only have 1 Alpine. So they are the 2 that are missing. And who's the first one on an outlap? It is Inixia. So as is usual, we will stay with Inixia to be the first one on a flying lap in qualifying, unless somebody goes past on these outlaps. You see both McLarens are out on track, both Mercedes. A few more making their way out now. Welcome in to those on the DRL UK channel, Dynamic Racing League UK, no spaces. Welcome in. Also live on my own channel, Blobby_Butler. Drop us a chat on either and we'll get it shouted out for you. 18 minutes short qualifying, followed by 36 lap race, something along those lines. Can't remember exactly. We had a lot of safety car action on Monday. Here we go. Inixia then will be the first one to start a flying lap. So we'll have a look at the pace here today. Of course, we've got the real life Hungarian Grand Prix coming up over the weekend. Yellow in sector 1, so somebody coming out of the pits or going slowly, that's not the problem. We did have a couple of crashes in qualifying on Monday, so we'll try and keep an eye out for those. Couple of drivers crashing out in qualifying and then a few in the race as well. Finding their way into walls. Here comes Inixia around the last corner. And Inixia will set a 1:17.2 to start us off. There's an Alpine behind, and immediately that's MK5, and that's a 1:16.6. And Matt Brown with a 1:16.6. Dark Hazard 1:15.7. So we've had the opposite of what usually happens in these qualifying sessions. The first one wasn't as good as the following few. Fatlep goes 1:16.9 and into 4th. And Jacob beats that with 1:16.6. Bunny's Vengeance is 1:17.0 and into 6th. Wavy 1:16.6 into 4th. Mansis 1:16.6 into 3rd. Very, very tight. 1:16.6 for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. And a 1:16.0 for Naben Hollands Williams, which did take 2nd but has now been beaten by Dangerous Dave with a 1:15.9. So a very interesting start to qualifying here. Dark Hazard setting the pace. A lot of drivers with their banker laps being 1:16.6. Let's go and find UJ, shall we? Battle Tour win on Monday. Swanton sits at 1:39. He's going to have to do a lot better than that. Obviously came to some difficulty somewhere in his lap. And now Swanton goes to 1:16.2, so he's up to 4th. Much better. We will stay with UJ. As Syme does a 1:16.9 and into 10th place. And Smug also into 12th place. 1:16.9. Here comes UJ then. And it's 1:16.4 for UJ, just above his Haas teammate Matt Brown into 5th place. So just the two Alfa Romeos and TMK's AlphaTauri left. Here comes Joker, and it's 1:17.1 for Joker. He'll want to do a bit better than that. He is now down in 15th, and that first lap for Anixia is last on the chart at the moment. Here's the start of Brad Mason's hot lap. We will stay with him. On the medium tyres, interestingly. A couple of drivers choosing to go on medium tyres. I will just check that for you. Jacob, as well as Brad, going on mediums for qualifying at the moment. Seems a strange choice. Maybe an extra set of softs being kept for the race. Lovely dive out of the way there by that Mercedes. Not sure which one it was, but nicely got out of Brad's way to not impede his fast lap. Around the final corner comes Brad Mason then. And he is going to set a 1:16.8, which puts him in 11th place. TMK is back on an outlap. He's early on in that outlap. Naben Holland, Dangerous Dave are on outlaps. Let's go up to the leader if we can. Dark Hazard, as he seems to be on another hot lap. And he is currently on provisional pole position for McLaren. We'll see how this lap's going as he comes to the end of sector 2. And I believe we may have had a bit of a stream freeze. So let's have a look. Things got a little bit dodgy here. So let's check my own version. Mine's okay. So maybe just need to reload on the DRS version. Nathan Holan's out. Apologies, I missed that. Nathan Holan is out. Don't know if it was an accident. Simon has left the session now, which I believe must be a disconnect. The DRS will hopefully come back online with us. Hopefully this will be able to get them back online. Mansis in the meantime and Dangerous Dave have both gone ahead of Dark Hazard while I was having a look at the stream problems there. Mansis now on provisional pole. Everyone now on the board. With TMK down in 12th place, the other AlphaTauri, who was yet to set a time, has now done so. Mantis coming back in after that lap. Dangerous Dave has invalidated. Let's see who's on a hot one then. Not Swanson, he's well down. Here's UJ, but he's invalidated. Jacob's well down. Brad's on his way back out. TMK's invalidated. And everyone else is on out laps or in laps. So hopefully the problems with Twitch will be short-lived. And it will come back live. If not, if you're having any more problems, do direct people over to Blobby_Butler, where we are live. Waving there on pit entrance close to the wall. Here's Dark Hazard. Going for another attempt then. Just quieten down a little bit on track with 6 minutes left in the session. Jacob has gone up to 4th. 1:15.7 for him. Let's see what Dark Hazard can do here. He is beating his time, and this could well be a return to provisional pole if he can get sector 3 right. Round the final corner, and 1:15.1 does by half a second take that provisional pole back. An excellent lap. Do appear to have some problems with the live feed, and Matt Brown has retired, and so has MK5. MK5 has in fact crashed. Car has now been removed. MK5 out of the race, out of the qualifying session, along with Matt Brown and Nathan Holan. At the moment they're 5, 6 and 7, but everybody will be looking to improve, and those three now cannot. We are with Joker, who's currently sitting 9th. And Joker's in the wall and out of the session. Pushing a little bit too hard. Joker out of the session in the wall. And he becomes the 4th casualty of the session. And TMK! Just as we come to TMK is in the wall. He's managed to survive that. But we've really found some problems here in Hungary. TMK, the latest one to have an accident. He's still in the session, but has got himself some damage. So we'll be trying to get back to the pits, get fixed up, and go for a final run. Here is Fatlep. The timing screen is broken on his lap. He is starting another one now, as is Swanton, who is now 10th. Couple of minutes left. You'll see a lot of drivers coming out of the pits very shortly in a yellow in sector 3. I believe that's a Mercedes in trouble. We will stick with Swanton here. No, we won't, as he's over half a second down on sector 1. It was indeed Enixia who had a problem there. And we'll crawl back into the pits, or we'll not. We'll go for another go. On medium tyres as well. So Enixia goes round to start a final flying lap. It probably will be a final flying lap, as we are now 1 minute and 43 left. Here's Bunny's Vengeance. Down in 17th, Bunny's Vengeance. We'll be looking for big improvement on that. Dark Hazard is back out on track. There are a few staying in. They'll need to get a move on if they're going to start another fast lap. We are with Bunny's Vengeance, who we expect to improve from 17th. And indeed, he's a second up on his time. And that will be looking to take him towards the top 7. Depending on what he can do in this final sector. And he might have a chance of another go if he's got enough ERS, because there is still 40 seconds left. And look at that, 1:15.7, and up to 6th goes Bunny's Vengeance. Syme is out of the session. He has crashed. Syme has crashed. Bunny's Vengeance now getting well out of the way. That'll be the end of his qualifying session. The checkered flag is almost out. Trying to find who is nearing the start-finish line. Swanton goes 1:15.9 and up into 7th place. Enixia has retired. Enixia's out of the session as well. Has retired on track, which is not ideal. The checkered flag is out. So let's see who are coming round for their final time. Dangerous Dave is pitting. We've got 2 AlphaTauris. So let's have a look at those. It's Mansis, and TMK has got to try and get out of his way here, and that might just prove costly for Mansis, who stays second. TMK was in the way a little bit of his teammate there. We have got Brad Mason coming around, and Brad Mason goes up the order to 9th. We've got an Aston Martin. Is that Buddy's Vengeance having another go? He's in the wall, Buddy's Vengeance. Buddy's Vengeance is in the wall, coming out of the last corner, and almost a big accident. Almost a big accident there as somebody else went through. Dark Hazard is still out on track. He is pitting. Then we've got Smug has finished. Believe everybody else is done, apart from Swanton, who's well down and has now retired. So that is going to be that for qualifying. And Dark Hazard, and a shout for Jacob we missed there. Second with a 1:15.3. Apologies to Jacob, we missed that. And unfortunately, it seems that the stream is not loading very cleanly at the moment for the BRL. So as far as I'm aware, the stream is going live and okay on mine. There will now be a 3-minute interval, of course, and I'll take you through the entire field. Dark Hazard on pole for McLaren from Jacobs Mercedes in second. Mantis AlphaTauri is third from Dangerous Days Ferrari. MK5, despite crashing out, is fifth for Alpine, followed by Buddy's Vengeance Aston Martin. Then it's both Red Bulls, Wavy and Swanton. Matt Brown in the Haas is ninth from Brad Mason's Alfa Romeo in 10th. Nathan Holland 11th. Joker is 12th, UJ 13th, Fatlep 14th, TMK 15th, Simedown in 16th, Smug is 17th, and Anixia is your last runner in 18th place. We will, of course, take you through the tyre choices on the formation lap. It's still on broadcast mode, so you might hear a bit of in-game commentary on top of mine, unfortunately. I'm still trying to work out whether the stream is actually working, if it's my fault or the re-stream. I'll try my best here. We have a dry Hungary then on this occasion. Yep, we are still live on Blobby_Butler. Some problems on the Dynamic Racing League stream this evening, so apologies for that. I'm sure somebody in the background is working on that at the same time as they're trying to get set up for the race. We just have a little period here where drivers can get their setups for a little break after qualifying strategies, etc. And then we have the broadcast mode formation lap to avoid the glitch of disqualification, which TMK unfortunately suffered previously. And then we will get underway for race action. Do pop in and say hello in the chat if you're watching. Get your predictions or shout outs in. Tell us who you want to win. Tell us what team you're with. The stream for the stream is coming back live, I believe. Hopefully will work this time. Apologies, usually during this break I give you the standings, which I've forgotten to do today because of all these problems. So bear with me, I will find those. It'll be on the screen for you once we're back live on So Wavy tops the charts by just 1 point from MK5. Mansis, Bunny's Vengeance, Naben Holan are the chasing pack. Wavy won the first race at Silverstone and Mansis in Qatar last week. Williams tops the charts in the Constructors' Championship, and that's mainly down to Naben Holan, who has won both races in the Pro-Am section. Each team has one Pro driver, one Pro-Am driver. So the Constructors' points are awarded slightly differently. And here we are.
So the formation lap is underway here in Hungary. The front runners will want to get themselves prepared for the race.
And look at that Dark Hazard on pole
when the lights go out. And they'll need to survive those in order to kickstart.
With Jacob, Mansis, Dangerous Dave, MK5 and Bunny's Vengeance all on mediums. Then Wavy is the first of the soft runners, of which there are 6 or 7.
As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race.
So a real difference of opinion in strategies. Could be a 1, could be a 2 stopper. With safety cars it could be a 5 stopper. They will form back up onto the grid. Here we go. They are forming back up. Hopefully it doesn't leave me on this awful view. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go. And an awful camera view does not help there, but Dark Hazard is going to keep the lead. Mance is trying to go around the outside of Jacob for second. Jacob closes the door on that one, and the front three stay the same. Wavy has had a great start. He's up to 5th. And going up the inside of Dangerous Dave there is Wavy. And Wavy could be going up to 4th place here. Can he get the grip round the outside? The soft tyres proving to be, and out is Fatlep at the back. Fatlep is out. You can see his car there. Fatlep is out. We have a virtual safety car this time. So that will put a little spanner in the works of Wavy's awesome start. He will have to settle for 5th place for now. Fatlep is out and gone. Hello to viewers on DRO UK. Hopefully the stream is going to work for you. It's been playing up a little bit today. I'm hoping that my stream is fine. We're still under virtual safety car conditions here. And we will go to the front as Dark Hazard leads the field into the main straight. Unlike a normal safety car, we don't know when it's going to go green. Time is screen going a bit wrong, and UJ is pitting, and he started on hard tyres, so I can only assume UJ picked up some damage there. He is pitting at the back of the field, and here we go. Ignore the suggestion that Jacob is a lap down, because he obviously isn't. And we are back underway, and Wavy straight away is again onto the rear wing of Dangerous Dave. Wavy trying to make the most of starting on the soft tyres. trying to gain some positions. He's already made a few off the grid, and he's closing in once again. I think we've had another problem on the DRL stream, so we'll just stick with it here on Blobby_Butler. Bring you the whole race. Of course, drivers do like to watch this back afterwards, so we will continue anyway. Here we go. Who's setting the fastest laps then? MK5 at the moment. Wavy now up the inside of Dangerous Dave. Is he going to make the move as DRS is now enabled? He is indeed. Up into 4th place goes Wavy. And Dangerous Dave has got Buddy's Vengeance for company up the inside. Buddy's Vengeance up the inside of Dangerous Dave and up into 5th place. But Dangerous Dave will try and fight it back. Not on this occasion. Inixia is up to 11th. Starting from the back. And out is Joker. Joker is out and we have a full safety car. We have a full safety car. Joker is out of the race. His car has been quickly removed. But we have a full track safety car. Joker is the second victim of an early DNF here in Hungary. And now we will have a couple of laps of very slow action. This will help UJ get back into the race as he was down after an early pit stop.
Formula 1 is now research because participants agree to a set of rules where the formula are.
So it is Dark Hazard from Jacob, who appears to be ghosting. Hope he's not been disconnected. Mansis is in 3rd from Wavy, who has made strides on those soft tyres. Then it's Bunny's Vengeance, who took advantage of Dangerous Dave's battling. He's up to 5th. Dangerous Dave is in 6th from MK5 in 7th. Then it's Swanton in 8th from Matt Brown in 9th. Brad Mason is 10th. Inixia from the back is 11th. Naben Holan is 12th. TMK is in 13th place. Syme is 14th from UJ, and Smug has just pit under the safety car. And we'll now hope maybe to go to the end on this set of tyres. It'll be a bold strategy, but he's on a set of hards for the foreseeable anyway. And he is 16th and last at the moment. So just UJ and Smug to catch the back of the field. I don't think they're going to do that quickly enough for the safety car to be in this lap, which usually happens as it crosses into sector 3. So we will have another lap of safety car. So another lap of safety car then. Here's Smug just catching the back of the field. Syme appears to be in ghost mode as well as Jacob. So hopefully they are not disconnected, or if they are, hopefully they can get back in. We'll certainly see on the restart, as the AI cars are usually overtaken pretty quickly by these guys, who are very, very good drivers. A very high level, this league. So Dark Hazard then, so far the hard tyres have not slowed him down enough or given any advantage to his competitors. He remains in the lead. Jacob sits second, with Mansis in 3rd, and Wavy looking to maximise the soft tyre run. He is up to 4th. Then it's Bunny's Vengeance from Dangerous Dave, MK5, Swanton, Matt Brown and Brad Mason rounds off the top 10. Enixia 11th for Mercedes, having started 18th. So good use of the soft tyres for Enixia, who is probably the best of everyone when it comes to the position changes. Indeed, up 7. The next best is Weber. Dark Hazard is out! Dark Hazard is out of the race! What has happened there? Dark Hazard from the lead has crashed under safety car and is out of the race. Incredible! What a disaster for McLaren. The safety car regardless is in this lap, which means Jacob will take the field. But Dark Hazard, I did not see what was happening. I did not see what happened, but Dark Hazard has crashed under the safety car. Jacob did indeed disconnect and he's just rejoined, and he might be getting back in his car just in time to stop himself losing too many positions as Mansis is going to try and pass Jacob here for the lead, and does. And Wavy is up to second, and Wavy looking to go around the outside of Mansis. Wavy round the outside of Mansis to lead, and Buddy's Vengeance is up to second. Mansis from Jacob, who is dropping positions and needs to get back in his car quickly, has dropped to 6th already. Make that 7th, as Swanton will get him next. So very bad luck there for Jacob, who is now back in his car. Or is he? He maybe got back in his car just as Matt Brown was about to challenge him. So he has dropped to 7th from the lead. Hugely unfortunate there for the Mercedes driver. Enixia is up to 10th from 18th. A great start for Enixia. Differing fortunes for Mercedes. A disastrous day for McLaren. Dark Hazard from pole position, binning it under the safety car, and TMK is off. Off is TMK at the back, and as you can see, he's reversing in the grass. Wavy sets the fastest lap of the race, now in the lead. So the decision to start on soft tyres for Wavy was the perfect one. He now leads from Bunny's Vengeance second. Mansis has managed to stay third. Dangerous Dave is 4th from MK5, and Swanton, who has Jacob for company. Jacob looking to make up for that disconnect that cost him 6 places. Then it's Matt Brown for Haas, Brad Mason for Alfa Romeo, and Enixia rounding off the top 10. Nathan Holland is 11th from UJ and Smug, who have gone up a couple of places. Sign has dropped to 14th. Maybe he is also in ghost mode because of losing connection. I believe that's why he's got no pace at all. And TMK is now last after that incident. So Wavy has a bit of a gap now. But behind there's no gaps at all as MK5 looks up the inside of Dangerous Dave. MK5 looking to make a move on Dangerous Dave, with Swanton and Jacob right in behind. Surely a DRS train here goes past Dangerous Dave, because the DRS is so strong here. You can see in front Bunny's Vengeance trying to fend off Mansis, but not making any luck in that. TMK's gone up the inside. Jacob's trying to follow him up the inside. Dangerous Dave is still fighting back. And MK5 makes the move up to 4th place. Dangerous Dave now 5th from Swanton and Jacob. Wide in behind was Matt Brown, and could that invite Brad Mason to have a go at him? All action after a safety car, similar to Monday. Wavy has the lead and has a 2-second gap, but how long are those softs going to last? Swanton up the inside of Dangerous Dave for 5th place. And maybe the hard tyres proving a bit difficult now for Dangerous Dave. He needs to ride it out for a few more laps when the mediums start to give way. Then the hard tyre comes back into its own. And we've got a yellow in sector 3, and that's TMK again. TMK's off again. Buddy's Vengeance is battling back to second place to overtake Mansis. We're going to go to Jacob because they're all side by side again, and Jacob is overtaking Dangerous Dave. And Matt Brown wants a piece of it as well now. And a caution in sector 1, it's Red Bull. And that's Wavy. The leader is off. Wavy is off and has dropped all the way to 12th. Wavy off. Buddy's Vengeance is into the lead. So far then, leaders getting in front and then binning it. Dark Hazard and now Wavy suffering. Wavy is still in the race, but if he has damage we'll have to pit. We'll shortly have to pit anyway, I think, with the soft tyres. Buddy's Vengeance is going to lead us through with Mansis on his tail, and DRS for Mansis could mean another change of lead here. MK5's about 2 seconds back and fighting off Swanton and Jacob. Dangerous Dave is getting passed here by Matt Brown, but he's got a bit deep, so Dangerous Dave will come back at him, but he gets the move done. Naben Holland now is off. Naben Holland's off. And he's in the grass. And now he's beached. Naben Holland's stuck. And he's really having a problem getting back on the track here. And he's out of the race. Naben Holland is out of the race. As you can see, just beached up in the grass. And Naben Holland is out of the race. No safety car for that one. Buddy's Vengeance continues to lead from Mansis. MK5 is 2.5 seconds back and defending from Swanton, Jacob, Matt Brown, Dangerous Dave. And Brad Mason trying to get involved as well as Dangerous Dave pits. And that's an early pit stop off the hard tyres for Dangerous Dave. And Jacob overtaking Swanton into turn 1. And Jacob up to 4th place, recovering from that disconnect that saw him drop down the field. Not his fault. Very unfortunate. Swanton now has Matt Brown for company. Brad Mason and Anixia a little bit further back, but Anixia is up to 8th place. Syme rejoining. He has not had much luck. He is in 13th at the moment and has lost a lot of time being in AI for so long. Hopefully he'll get back in his car and be able to do something to recover his race. Matt Brown getting awful close to the back of Swanton. Jacob getting close to the back of MK5. We will try to go to the leaders. Smug's up to 10th from Wavy, who didn't pit. Mansis into the lead before the straight has even finished. Such is the power of the DRS. Jacob going to try and go around the outside. Matt Brown going up the inside of Swanton. That's the way to do it. And up into 11th, but Jacob did make it round the outside of MK5, or did he? Let's see. He did indeed. Jacob back up to 3rd place. Smug overtakes Anixia for 9th. And they are both very close to the back of UJ now. as is Wavy, who of course led and had that off. He's caught the back of this little battle here. There are battles everywhere. Excuse me if I miss your overtakes, chaps. Syme has now dropped to the back of the field, behind TMK. So maybe Syme hasn't been able to get back in his car. Maybe he has, as he's not ghosting anymore. So that's good. Maybe a bit too late to save his race. Is it too late for Wavy? He is 11th now. Enixia in front of him. Bunny's Vengeance and Mance is going at it once again. In front. Then it's Jacob who's closed in a bit. Smug overtaking UJ now with the power of that DRS. Smug up to 8th place. Dangerous Dave sets the fastest lap of the race. He is on mediums, but he has gone to a 2-stopper because he came off the hards. And into the wall goes Brad Mason! Brad Mason into the wall, and that is a safety car. TMK, was he lucky or did he see that in time? He's pitting anyway, as is Syme. And this will definitely help those two. Syme is pitting for a set of hard tyres, which will take him to the end of the race. As is TMK. And those two will join the back of the field, having had a free pit stop. Let's see what the leaders do. Brad Mason, the latest to DNF. You saw him in the wall there. The safety car is back on track, and Mancis is going to pit. Bunny's Vengeance is also going to pit. Jacob is going to pit. MK5 and Matt Brown and Swanton are all pitting. Smug is going to stay out. But is he going to get into the lead? Is Smug going to get the lead here? He's having to go slowly because of Delta. Very slowly, in fact, because UJ is... No, UJ's pitted. Somebody was right up Smug's bum. It was UJ. So Smug takes the lead of the race from UJ. Mancis has come out in 3rd place in front of Bunny's Vengeance. Jacob has gone to soft tyres. That's a strange one. MK5 comes out in 6th. Matt Brown 7th. Swanton in 8th. Dangerous Dave has lost out a bit as he'd already pitted in 9th. Wavy is 10th from Enixia. And then it's TMK and Syme, who did get those free pit stops but were so far back. But now they are on the same lap. They will be offered the opportunity to catch up. Hello chappers, we are good. Very much enjoying this race. It's chaos at the moment, as you can see, with now 5 DNFs. A bad day for Alfa Romeo and McLaren and Williams, as they only had one driver here today. And those 3 teams will not be scoring anything today. It could be going very, very well indeed for Aston Martin though, as Smug leads the way after the pit stops. He's going to have a job to make these hard tyres last, but he does lead. UJ is in 2nd and he's got no chance of making the mediums last another 21 laps. Mancis and Bunny's Vengeance are in prime position, and Jacob is off! Jacob's off under safety car, and what is happening today? What on earth is happening today? Dark Hazard earlier on crashed while leading under the safety car. And now Jacob has had an incident and has dropped back to 10th. I am indeed racing this season in Prospects Tier 4. 10 o'clock tonight, my first league race at Spain. Last week at Imola, the lobby threw me out and I couldn't get back in, which was very annoying. So, I missed that pre-season race, but I'm back in tonight for Prospects Tier 4 in Spain. That will be coming live. I don't want to talk in on it, that's just for in-game footage, but that'll be live from 10 PM. This, however, is DRS. We do Monday and Thursday from 8 PM. This is the extreme version, and it's certainly living up to its name today. So what a race here in prospect. Mansis, Bunny's Vengeance and MK5, and off goes UJ! UJ's off now! And this is remarkable! Under safety car conditions, people are now getting out of the way to give UJ the spots back. And the safety car is in this lap. Ah, that's good, chappers. Hopefully you're doing well. I do keep up with the TikTok videos. All good content. Give chappers a follow, folks, if you like the F1 content. He's a lot quicker than me. So here we go. Smug is going to leave it very late to make a jump here, and Mansis could be wise to it. This might have caught Bunny's Vengeance on the hop, as MK5 is looking for a move here on him. He's pushed him very wide, but MK5 is going to make the dive on Bunny's Vengeance, and Matt Brown is as well in contact, and off goes MK5. Dangerous Dave has dropped down in behind, and Smug off as well. Smug's gone off as well. Mansis is into the lead from Bunny's Vengeance. Chaotic as ever. Matt Brown lost some places, but MK5 lost out most there. Swanton has gained, he's up to third. Jacob back up to fourth, despite that incident under the safety car. Matt Brown is in fifth from UJ. MK5 overtaking Dangerous Dave, and UJ having to take an escape there, and that will help MK5 get right close to him and go round his outside. And off at the back is Enixia. UJ losing positions left, right and centre. Maybe he's got some damage, maybe his tyres have gone off. Jacob and Swanton side by side. I cannot keep up at the moment. Frantic, absolutely frantic. Mansis leads, Bunny's Vengeance in second. Swanton defending. Jacob having a look up the inside. No DRS of course for 3 laps. But up the inside goes Jacob on Swanton, forces him wide. Matt Brown's going to have Swanton as well here. And Matt Brown is now going to try and make a move on Jacob. So Swanton overtaken by 2 drivers there and down to 5th place. MK5, despite that shunt, is now 6th from as MK5, then Dangerous Dave in 7th. UJ dropped right down, he's now 8th with Wavy for company, and Wavy looking to make a move on him here. Wavy looking to nick in somewhere. Syme also, he's back up to 10th now. Is Syme, and back into racing for points. Wide there again goes UJ, and that's going to enable the pass for Wavy. Wavy up into 8th place. I'm going to go to the leaders because the DRS is now enabled. And that usually means passes down this straight. Jacob sets the fastest lap of the race. He is 3rd. Matt Brown getting awful close to the back of Jacob though. As Syme overtakes UJ, and he's going to be followed through by Enixia possibly. Enixia and UJ side by side, and Enixia gets UJ as well. UJ's made the medium tyres last 16 laps, but It looks like they're coming to the end of their life. Such a shame for Smug, who led briefly but had an accident. He's now down in 12th place, last but one. TMK is running a very lonely race, a long way back. So it's first and last for AlphaTauri at the moment. Second and second last for Aston Martin. Here's Bunny's Vengeance. You can see Jacob behind and Mansis ahead. But is anyone going to make a move? Not on this occasion. MK5 might want to have a look at Swanton, but he's got to be careful. UJ now pits and picks up a penalty and has pit and quit. UJ is out of the race. The penalty, I think, maximising his frustration. He is now out. So we are down to just 12. We've just passed halfway. We're on lap 19 of 35 and we only had 12 left. So it could be a top 10 just for finishing here. Enixia closing up on Syme. We go to the front as Mansis continues to lead from Bunny's Vengeance. Jacob is now closing up behind those two. His choice of soft tyres, a strange one, a bit of a gamble to see if there will be another safety car. Perhaps, as he will have to pit again. He's having a little look. He's later on the brakes, but then pushed himself a little bit wide. MK5 pushes Swanton very wide. And who's coming through here? They're side by side, and MK5 gets the move on Swanton for 5th. Jacob outbraked himself but didn't lose out to Matt Brown behind him. Swanton just pushed a little bit wide there by MK5, who gets the job done and up into 5th place for the Alpine ahead of the Red Bull. Bunny's Vengeance still getting closer and closer to Mansis, following him through these tight sections of track, looking to force an error. These two should be good to go to the end on these tyres, barring any more safety car interferences, which will be the hope of Jacob. Matt Brown maybe will have a job to make his medium tyres last the distance. And it's MK5, I wouldn't rule him out. It's a couple of seconds back at the moment. Swanton hanging on to his coattails. Jacob getting very close, but not quite enough. The front four, as you can see, all in view now. As Wavy overtakes Dangerous Dave for 7th. Or does he? Let's go to them two as they're side by side. Dangerous Dave keeps the position, does he? Up the inside contact, and Wavy got his elbows out there. Dangerous Dave's not giving it up. Wavy got his elbows there, out there, and gave him a bump and another little nudge perhaps, but Wavy gets the place in the end. Physical racing, we'll call that, between those two. Wavy up into 7th place. The Red Bulls now both ahead of the Ferraris. Syme has made a reasonable recovery drive after being disconnected for so long. He has now got a bit of a gap to Enixia. He is 9th. We are going to stay with this front four. And keep an eye on Swanton as well, who's keeping with MK5. And will not, neither of those two will have given up the idea of a podium just yet, with the two in front of them potentially not able to keep their tyres to the end. anything can happen, as the first half, 2/3 of this race has shown, with 6 retirements. So it's Mancis, Buddy's Vengeance, Jacob and Matt Brown, your front 4. No change in the order, but they're all very close together. MK5 in 5th, followed by the Red Bulls of Swanton and Wavy. Bit of glitching going on there. And that's just somebody leaving the session. People need to be told to not leave sessions because it does cause glitches. And what's gone wrong there for Jacob? Jacob just stepped off for a second there and has lost a place there to Matt Brown. So Jacob down to 4th now. Matt Brown in the Haas is up to 3rd. And into the pits comes Dangerous Dave. 2-stopper for him, and the safety cars have not helped his strategy. And he is going to drop down to 10th or 11th with that. That's Mancis from Buddy's Vengeance. Then a bit now of a gap of a second to Matt Brown. Jacob has lost time and quite a bit of it, and picks up a penalty. So the Mercedes not going well, and off, God, into the wall, look at that! Jacob out of the race, his soft tyres were giving up on him, and we've got another safety car. And who is going to curse their luck more than anyone here? Dangerous Dave, who is literally just coming out of the pits, and a safety car is thrown. But Jacob out of the race, you saw. TMK has picked up a drive-through. He is running last anyway, so that shouldn't affect him too much. He'll just be hoping to get to the end, I assume. Jacob into the wall. You saw him step out on the previous lap and lose 3rd place. This was followed by the picking up of a time penalty, and into the pits comes nearly everyone. Nearly everyone is coming into the pits. Wavy's going to need to back off for a double stack here. Simon is into the pits. Enixia will do. Smug definitely will. How quickly can Dangerous Dave get round? So Mancis comes back out on medium tyres. Buddy's Vengeance right behind him on soft tyres. Matt Brown comes out on mediums. MK5 on mediums. Swanton on softs. Wavy on mediums. Sime on softs. Enixia is going to put on mediums. Smug is pitting. Dangerous Dave pit the lap before. So we'll get 2 places back up to 8th, which is where he was anyway. So he hasn't lost out there. Enixia, Smug come out on mediums, and TMK is just going into the pits now. So we'll see what he does, but he has a drive-through. It is softs, is it? No, it's mediums for TMK. Jacob pushing too hard on those soft tyres, only 9 laps old, and into the wall. Brad Mason found that out with 12 lap old soft tyres. And some of these drivers have still got 10 laps to do on soft tyres. Hello Gaza in the chat. We have 11 drivers left of the 18 who started. Going very well. This has been an absolutely frantic race. I'm hoping for a little less car into wall action during my race later on. I'll be live in Spain from 10 PM. But for now, we're going to have 10 laps or so of racing left in this one, and it's been a thriller. And it's still anybody's ball game. Mancis from Buddy's Vengeance and Matt Brown, MK5 and Swanton, as I said, would not have given up on a podium, and now neither will Wavy and Sime. If the soft tyres last, Bunny's Vengeance, Swanton and Syme could be the ones to be behind here. If they don't last, then Mansis, Matt Brown, MK5 and Wavy. Let's not discount Dangerous Dave, Inixia, Smug or TMK. Well, maybe TMK, as he has that drive-through penalty and he has been quite far detached throughout the race. So though this is closing back up to the field, the drive-through will then cost him any chance of overtaking anybody. So everybody's back together. So once the safety car reaches the bottom of your track map, that little white line separating the sectors, then it should be in at the end of the lap and we can go racing again. Indeed it is in this lap, so Mansis will slow the field. And MK5 is out! Inixia has picked up a penalty. MK5 seems to just smash straight into the back of Smug. And MK5, sorry, not MK5, TMK is out of the race. And we're down to 10. I don't know if anyone at the back got damage. I'm going to stick with Mansis as he resets the field. Inixia and Smug at the back. Smug indeed pitting. And here comes MK5 up the inside of Matt Brown. These two found contact earlier on. MK5 this time gets it done cleanly. But Matt Brown will try and force him back round the outside. And MK5 keeps third place then. Swanton and Wavy looking to get involved in this battle. Poor old Smug having to pit there. TMK seemed to smash right into the back of him. Inixia was given a penalty for it, which seemed harsh as well. So that's one for the steward's room perhaps. Mansis leads from Bunny's Vengeance. Differing opinions on tyres. Bunny's on the softs, Mansis on the mediums. And it's MK5 who's overtaken Matt Brown for third. Then the Red Bulls, then the Ferraris. Then Inixia with a penalty and Smug at the back after a pit stop. Here comes Bunny's Vengeance, surely. Fastest lap of the race. He's not got DRS just yet, so that's why he's not been able to cruise past on that straight. The DRS, of course, not enabled for 3 laps after a safety car situation. A bit more glitching as TMK leaves the session, and Syme overtakes his teammate for 7th. I will mention that in chat for next week, for people to not leave the session if they crash out, just because it really does cause problems in the lobbies. Mansis being followed closely by Bunny's Vengeance. They've already gapped MK5 by about a second. He's got a bit of a cushion to Matt Brown, who has Swanton and Wavy for company. Syme still trying to get involved with the Red Bulls as well. He's got past Dangerous Dave, who is now 8th. Inixia has dropped back and is 9th. Remember, Inixia started right at the back, so a top 10 finish, which is everyone who finishes now, is good enough. DRS now enabled. Bunny's Vengeance. Next lap, I'm sure if he stays close enough, we'll be looking to make that move for the lead. Dangerous Dave is having a look at the inside of his teammate. The two Ferraris very close together. Mantis' lead still half a second, but decreasing. And surely with DRS down that main straight, Bunny's Vengeance will be looking to make a move and take the lead. Will he then be able to create a gap, or will they be having a little lead swap every lap for a little while? It remains to be seen. MK5 is third, 1.5 seconds back. Matt Brown is clinging to him and keeping out of grip of the Red Bulls at the moment. Syme just unable to keep with the Red Bulls. Here comes Bunny's Vengeance. Is this the time for a move for the lead? A bit of a move there from Mantis to defend the inside. Mantis defends the inside and does it very well. But can Bunny's Vengeance now go up the inside in the next corner? Meanwhile, in behind, Matt Brown has retaken third from MK5. Bit of a lonely end to the race for Smug, but he will bring it home for points, no doubt. Look how close it is for the top 6. Wavy now closing in on Swanton. Will there be some team orders at Red Bull, I wonder? Are these soft tyres going to give way? Are they going to be enough for Bunny's Vengeance and Swanton and Syme to get some overtaking done? Will they die off at the end? Bunny's Vengeance is closer this time. And Mantis will have no defence this time. And Bunny's Vengeance retakes the lead of the race. Wavy has overtaken Swanton. I don't believe it was team orders. I think it was just straight from DRS. Bunny's Vengeance leads from Mantis. Matt Brown is in third from MK5, who's dropped back into the clutches of the Red Bulls potentially. The front three and then the second three. Slight gaps between them. Then the Ferraris have dropped back a little as well. And they seem to be having their own little private battle for 7th. Lap 30 now of 35. It has flown by. It really has. Action-packed here at the Dynamic Racing League eXtreme Championship, and it's certainly been extreme today. Mantis then has got DRS, but I think he's needing to defend more than attack on this occasion. Wavy going up the inside of MK5, and Wavy is up to 4th. Wavy up to 4th. The soft tyres not proving effective for Swanton and Syme, but they are for Bunny's Vengeance, who leads. But he hasn't got out of that 1 second range yet from Mantis. Just 10 on track as Dangerous Dave continues to try and press Syme, his teammate, for 7th. Dangerous Dave has picked up a time penalty, and that is going to really neutralise his pursuit of Syme. He will probably have to settle for 8th place now, unless the tyres really go off for the soft runners in front of him. But his Vengeance still leads from Mansis. Matt Brown is in third. And is actually closing in on Mansis a bit more than Mansis closes in on Bunny's Vengeance. Wavy 2.5 seconds back. Surely will need a mistake or a run out of fuel or an accident if he's going to get a podium today. MK5 is in 5th and has dropped back away from Wavy, but continues to be a second and a half ahead of Swanton. Swanton's in the same boat. He's about a second and a half ahead of Syme. Dangerous Dave right behind his teammate, but of course now has that time penalty, as does Inixia in 9th place. And it's very lonely at the moment for Smug. A pit stop behind. Matt Brown now looking very, very close to the back of Mansis. Mansis is still going to have DRS to defend with, just. Apologies for any audio problems you're having on stream with the in-game audio. Mansis makes a late move again to defend the inside. And a nice switch back for Matt Brown. Did he get it done? Not quite. But he's going to have another go, I'm sure. Very close between the two of them. Bunny's Vengeance sees this going on in his mirrors and he's probably encouraging it. Up the inside goes Matt Brown. And contact! Contact there. Wheel to front wing contact. Believe Mansis' front wing remained intact, didn't get any damage, but a little bit of contact. Matt Brown is up into 2nd place. And now I'll be hoping that Bunny's Vengeance has overdone his tyres. But I'm not so sure. He has a second gap now to Matt Brown, who has a second already to Mansis. Wavy coming through in 4th place there from MK5 and Swanton, who has now had Syme close up on him, and quite a lot as well. Syme really closing on Swanton here, and Swanton may have a problem. Maybe his tyres have gone a bit quicker than Syme's, or maybe he's running out of fuel, but he's got Syme for company now. 2 laps remain. And Swanton may have had a moment, or may have a problem, because Syme is now right close up behind him. Matt Brown is closing on Bunny's Vengeance. The race win not secure yet for the Aston Martin driver. Mansis has dropped back by a second and a half and will settle for 3rd, I think. Wavy, couple of seconds back. MK5, 3 seconds back. Swanton and Syme looks to be the other battle that's still live. But we will stick with the leaders as Bunny's Vengeance leads Matt Brown round. And they're going to come round the final corner to start the final lap of the race. And is Matt Brown close enough to make a move on him with DRS here? He might have to go the long way because Bunny's Vengeance has signalled his intent to stay inside. And Matt Brown nearly went into the back of him. He looks to have the extra grip, but can he get the move? Bunny's Vengeance is defending for his life. We're on the final lap of the race. And wide, very wide goes Matt Brown, and that's his race win chances gone. Surely Bunny's Vengeance has it in the bag now, as long as he doesn't run out of fuel or get a puncture, as Matt Brown pushed that little bit too hard and went wide, and he'll now just surely have to settle for 2nd place. Let's have a look at Syme, who's trying to get to Swanton, and he's got his teammate for company with a penalty, and Swanton picks up a penalty, and that's good news for Syme, and that might liven up Dangerous Dave to try and do something dangerous to get a pass as well. Syme knows he can just sit there now, and he's going to get 6th. Swanton will lose 1 place, but not 2. But here we go. Bunny's Vengeance wins from Matt Brown, Mansis, Wavy, MK5. Swanton will come over the line in 6th, but lose that to Syme. Swanton 7th, Dangerous Dave 8th. Enixia serves that penalty, and we await Smug coming round in 10th place. But a win for Bunny's Vengeance. The soft tyres lasting out for him. Matt Brown pushed and pushed, and in the end pushed too hard, running wide on that final lap. He finishes 2nd for Haas, with Mansis AlphaTauri in 3rd. Wavy's Red Bull finishing 4th, 4 and 7 for Red Bull. MK5 was 5th, 6 and 8 for Ferrari, Simon 6th, Dangerous Dave in 8th. Enixia was 9th, and Smug picks up Driver of the Day, even though he finished last of the finishers in 10th. Wow, and breathe, folks. Well, that was some race. Here we go, Bunny's Vengeance then. Top of the podium from Matt Brown and Mansis. Bunny's Vengeance then, a maximum 26 points. He did get the fastest lap of the race as well. Matt Brown was 2nd for Haas, from 9th on the grid. Mansis, 3rd place, from 3rd place. Not going anywhere in the end. Wavy finishing 4th. MK5 was 5th. Syme was 6th from 16th on the grid. Pretty good. Swanton was 7th. Dangerous Dave 8th. Enixia 9th from the back of the field. And Smug 10th from the back of the field. The DNFs were TMK, who had a big smash under the safety car. Jacob, UJ, Brad Mason, Nathan Holland, Dark Hazard, Joker and Fatlep, all managing to not finish the race. Half the field almost DNFing. Just a quick message to let you know that I am not here next week, so hopefully there will be a different commentator for you on DRS Monday and Thursday from 8 PM. I'm not here next week. I will be back, other than later today with my own race in Spain, I will be back on comms on Monday the 31st from 8 PM back in DRS regular season. I've been Blobby Butler. This has been Dynamic Racing League UK. Thanks for dropping in, and I will see you all in a little while. I'll be back 10 o'clock for my own race